welcome back to my channel. Lizkurls here. I just kind of wanted to talk about tattoos today because, well, why not? I have a lot of, I don't say a lot of them. I don't even want to say heavily tattooed, because when I watch videos about other people saying I'm heavily tattooed, they're just like in the comments, heavily tattooed, what? So I wouldn't say I'm heavily tattooed, but I think once I finish my sleeve, I'll be considered heavily tattooed. Maybe not, I don't know. So I'll just kind of tell you guys like a little bit about my like wanting tattoos, and then like the process of getting them, I guess, and like pain tolerance. I don't know, we'll just see where the video takes us. So ever since I was little, like I always knew I wanted tattoos, and it was kind of going against the norm because I wouldn't say my mom is against them, I just don't think she likes them versus the rest of my family is like not a good look, like you don't look professional, whatever. So for a long time I got like hidden ones, like one right here, one right here, one right here, and then after that I got one right here, which was a quote, but now it's covered up, you can kind of see it. And then I was like, oh, since it's the inside of my arm, why not go all out? And I always knew I wanted to sleep, but it was just a matter of fact, it was just the fact of like not caring what family or other people thought and just like doing it because I knew that's what I wanted on my body. And that took a long time for me to just come to terms like, this is my body. I can represent tattoos how I want to represent them, and at the end of the day it's my choice because it's my body. So that's kind of just the point I got to when I started working on my sleeve. So yeah, so I love them. I feel like I am able to express myself, like it shows like, and I think a regular non-tattooed body also expresses like something too, but just tattoos, I don't know, I just love them, they're part of me. And half of the time I like this one, this was my first one, I forget that it's even there. I'm just like, oh, I have that, and someone's like, oh, nice tattoo, and I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. But yeah, so here's one of them. And it's a mandala. I'll just kind of tell you a little bit. I'm not going to tell you like what exactly they mean to me that much in depth, but this has like a special meaning to me of like, just like meditation. And it's just like, I don't know, even though it's like older, it still is so beautiful to me and just like represents like my journey. So there's that one. I don't think I'm going to go in order because why not? And then also right here, I have inner peace. This is kind of just also representing part of my journey, and just like realizing like you have to have peace within inside, and like peace or like happiness doesn't come from like the outer world. Like you need to be like centered and just like happy within, like no matter what's going on out here, like just to be like, I'm content, I'm happy, like, and just kind of like focus on the positive. And I just thought like the font and everything was just so perfect, so it just fits this arm. And then another one I have is just a rose right here. It's kind of big, I don't know if you can see it all the way. I just like it because it's a rose and like really flowery, and this one doesn't really have that deep of meaning. It's just like a beautiful rose, and I just love it. And it sucks, and sometimes I wish it was in a different location because he did such a good job on it that I just wish more people could see it, but you don't really see it unless I'm like in a swimsuit or a shirt like this, but you barely see it, but it's so pretty. And then the other one I have on my side is my brother's name. It's just in a pretty cursive as well. I don't know if you can see it right there. And that's it for my sides. And then under my arm, this is kind of a long story, not gonna really get into it, but it was a quote, and then I covered it up with some flowers, and he went really dark on that, and I was just kind of really disappointed. And I was in between of like getting it removed, like laser removed, but it's so dark that I just feel like, I don't know. So it's just kind of there. At least it's flowers, so it's like semi-pretty. But I don't, like, a lot of people will say, oh, I can't tell it's a cover up unless you like point it out. And I'm like, okay, cool. So this is what kind of started my sleeve journey, if that makes sense, because I was just like, I want something more to go with it. I always knew I wanted a sleeve. This part of my arm is already covered, so might as well just go all out with it. So I found this after this I realized I'm not going to settle for just a regular tattoo artist. Like these people like were okay, but then I found and I'm gonna brag on him, and I'll brag on him for the rest of this time being. His name's Josh. I'll leave his information below. I'll leave his Instagram. I just like plug him all the time. One, because he's a local artist, and I just feel like you have to support local people. Two, his work is just like, if you're like into geometrics or like dot work or like anything along those lines, his work is bomb. Like, I am not playing. Like, everywhere I go, not even just on my body, but everywhere I go, everyone's like, damn, like those are clean lines. Like, wow, I really like your tattoos. Like, wow, that's so much detail. And I don't even know if you'll be able to see all the detail that he does, but he just like honestly like takes so much pride in his work. And like even his Instagram, like of other people, like he's done like people's whole legs. Like if you just go to him for everything, when my arm is done, I know like for a fact it's just gonna look so amazing. Like, and you can honestly like tell him like exactly what you want, and if you don't like it, he'll change it. Like, he's not gonna put anything on your body that you don't like 100% like, and that's what I love about him. But anyways, so he's very, very talented. His name's Josh. So then I got a hamsa with a little bit of like detailing going down and a little flower up here, and then the eye. Obviously this is like protection. I'm really like protective over this tattoo. I don't like when people touch it. It's just kind of like, I don't know, my little baby, and I love it. I'm so obsessed with it. I wish you guys could see all the detailing. So there's that one. And then I was like, okay, I want the back of my arm done. So then this one is the Kundalini. Obviously it doesn't look like the actual Kundalini because I wanted it to look like snakes as well. And then this time I was like, I want a little bit of color in my arm. So we were kind of like deciding on a color. By the way, Josh did all of this. So we went with red just because it's like really powerful, and just so that's a Kundalini wrapped around the back of my arm, if you can see the detailing. And it's going to kind of intertwine with the other one to just kind of make it blend. So that's that. And then the last one that he's done so far, it's going to be hard to show you guys, is a lion. And then more like geometric work, like a half of a mandala on my inner forearm. So that's that. So that's kind of what I have so far. And am I going to get more done? Yes. I was actually thinking about hitting him up the other day, but with all this going on, I mean, I feel like he would still tattoo. I just don't know because like being quarantined and all this stuff. But he has his own shop, so he might, I don't know. I just haven't got around to texting him and being like, hey, can you fit me in? But do I plan on finishing this? Yes. All this is going to be covered with you can kind of see the line a little bit, with more tattoos. Do I know what I'm gonna get? A little bit, yes. I know what I want kind of like right here, but filling the rest of this up, I'm not totally sure yet, so we'll kind of just see. But overall, I just really love, like, if you just go to the same tattoo artist, just everything looks like his style and his design. It just looks better. So yeah, I'm really obsessed with my arm. I just can't wait to be finished. And each session, like this was a session, this was a session, this was a session. And yeah. So that's kind of my tattoos. After I finish my arm, I think I'm pretty much done. I always wanted something going down my spine or something like that, but I just feel like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I know, like, once I'm done with my arm, that's going to be it as far as big tattoos go. Maybe one day if I have a kid, I'll put my kid's name on me, like, cute little dainty cursive like this or something like that. But as of now, I think that's all I'm going to do. So when I'm done with this arm, I'll do another, like, tattoo update and showing you guys, like, more of the work and stuff like that. So comment down below if you have any ideas for me to, like, fill like more spaces, like what I should get. Obviously a lot of these, like the lion has like deep meaning to me. Like I like deep like tattoos. Like this is kind of like a spiritual arm, like the Kundalini, the Hamsa, a lion, like strength and stuff like that. The only one that's kind of like not deep is this rose over here, just because like it's a rose. Like, but yeah, other than that, pain tolerance and stuff like that. I mean, obviously they don't feel good. Like, no tattoo feels good. Do they? I think it depends on the person, to be honest. Like, after a while, after you've been sitting for a few hours, you're like, okay, like, hurry up, bro, like, come on. But it's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. But everyone's pain tolerance is different. So I would say I have like medium pain tolerance, but after a while I'm just kind of like annoyed, like, okay, come on, hurry up. But then you don't want to rush the artist, because then it will just look like crap. So I kind of just like sit there and just like vibe it out, and I'm just like, okay, like, but yeah, so that's that. And then pricing, I think it varies on your artist. Like for example, like Josh, he's very like particular. Like, I think it just depends. Like, I shout him out a lot and stuff like that. I'm not saying he hooks me up with pricing or anything like that, but I feel like he could charge like so much more for how much talent, he does have, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I'm just really happy with all my work from him, and I just think he's like mad talented. But that's that. But it kind of just depends on like where you are. I just feel like pricing maybe in California or somewhere else like might be more expensive than, I don't know. And also the artist too, and like what type of work they do. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they do their pricing, maybe per hour or whatever. But every tattoo that I've got was like super reasonable. I don't even remember how much I spend on them, to be honest. And I try not to worry about pricing. If it's someone that I want to do my work, like, as long as they do an awesome job, like, I'll pay you as much as like you're asking, because I'm wanting you to tattoo. But if it's just like some like random small tattoo, like, bro, no, you're not going to charge me like $300, you know? Or something like $200 for something like super duper small. So I don't know. It just kind of depends on who you want and how you want it done, and how good of quality you want your tattoo to look when it's done. But yeah, that's kind of my little journey. And so if you have any tattoos, or you want to share anything with me, or what I should get right here, comment down below. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lizkurls. I don't really show my tattoos too much over there on Instagram, but we can have a tattoo conversation. Like, why not? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below.